Okay, so there are two more ways of solving quadratic equations that we're going to learn. But before you can learn those, you're going to have to learn how to simplify radical expressions. What's a radical expression? That's a radical expression right there. A radical expression is an expression that has a square root sign. Now, we say radical expression because that square root symbol, that little check mark thingy bob, that's actually called a radical. So some examples are those two right there, but we can put a couple more. So you could have like radical 5. You could have 3 radical 7. These are all radical expressions. By the way, you could also have variables. You could have radical x. We're not going to be dealing with variables inside the radical in this unit, but that is a possibility. Now, in order for us to learn how to simplify radicals, you must know what your perfect square numbers are. The perfect square numbers are the ones that if you took the square root, you would get a whole number. So let's make a list. 1 times 1 is 1, so 1 is a perfect square. 4 is a perfect square because its square root is 2. 9 is a perfect square because its square root is 3. So on and so forth. Let's see if you can do them with me. So I want you to pause the video, I am too, and I want you to list out as many perfect square numbers as you can think of that are less than 150. So let's see how you do with that. So how'd you do? Here they are. So these are all your perfect square numbers that are less than 150. So we've got 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, 144. Notice dot, 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 because these keep going. Okay, so why do we care about that? All right, well, let's look at a radical expression. What we want to do is, here are your steps. What we want to do is we want to take the number that's underneath the radical sign, and we want to split it up into two numbers that multiply to give us 48, but we want one of those numbers to be on this list of perfect square numbers. In fact, we want it to be the biggest perfect square number. So, in other words, the question is, what is the biggest perfect square number that goes into 48? Well, you could use a calculator to figure this out, but what you're going to find out is you're going to find out that 16 is the biggest perfect square number that goes into 48. 16 times 3 gives me 48. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to split this up into radical 16 times radical 3. That's the same thing as radical 48. And then this guy has a nice perfect square. So we could take the square root of that, and we get 4 radical 3, and that is our simplified version. Now, you say to me, well, why don't we just take the square root of radical 3? You can't take the square root of radical 3, and you need to know this vocabulary, because if you took the square root of radical 3, that would be irrational. Remember that when you take the square root of a number that's not a perfect square, you get a decimal that doesn't end and doesn't repeat, and we call that irrational. Whereas this guy is rational. You take the square root of it, it's just 4. Now, the other thing I want to point out is that if you put radical 48 in your calculator, which I will do right now, and you can too, you're going to get 6.92820, blah, blah, blah. And what I want to point out to you is that if you put 4 radical 3 in your calculator, you're going to get the exact same thing. You're going to get 6.92820, blah, blah, blah. So what I want to point out to you is that we simplified. We didn't change it. 4 radical 3 is the same thing as radical 48. It's just simplified. The same way that 5/10 is the same thing as 1/2. Okay, let's look at this other one. This other one is a lot more complicated, but I wanted to show you what these look like too. All right. So the first thing we're going to deal with is we're just going to deal with the numerator. We're going to work with that 12. All right, so I'm just going to write down the 6 for a minute. And now let's deal with radical 12. What is the biggest perfect square number that goes into radical 12? 4. 4 times 3. So I'm going to write down radical 4 times radical 3. This is all over 2. That's just coming along for the ride. Now let's deal with what is radical 4. Well, that's just 2. So I'm just going to go over here. This is 6 times 2 radical 3. 2 radical 3 is the simplified version of radical 12. 2 radical 3, radical 12. Okay, and that's all over 2. Now, you can multiply these two things outside. 6 times 2, you can do that. So what do we get? 12 radical 3. And I want to divide that by 2. Okay, so here's the last thing. As long as both things are outside a radical sign, you can divide them. So finally, this is going to become 12 divided by 2 is 6, 6 radical 3. So that's fully simplified. So what I want to point out to you is that, again, if you put 6 radical 12 divided by 2 in your calculator, and then you put 6 radical 3, you're going to find out that those are the same thing. So you've got some practice problems to try with an answer key, and then you've got a checkpoint, and submit the checkpoint. I'll give you some feedback.